Hey everyone, this is Rob.
And Michelle.
And welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast and everything you need to know about old school RuneScape.
Meet Merp.
All right, so this week up on the docket, of course, as always, we're going to be letting you know what we have been up to this week, any updates and stuff like that. And then we have just a regular updates. It's a pretty chill week, honestly.
Yeah, we have 3 of them.
Well,
3 blogs.
Yeah, I was like, it's really just one update. We do have some talks about other stuff, which are really exciting, including interface changes, as well as, I guess, kind of similarly, we have HD and plugin changes, and kind of like really just updates on like where we're at on that. And then this week we just have some fixes for Doom. So
yeah,
also some poll stuff
that
we've been waiting for a long time at this point.
True. Still poll 76, you guys remember? We're finally done.
So honestly, a lot of it is just like quality of life stuff that we're like looking forward to, and not really like actual content or anything like that anytime soon. Because I mean, we did just get Mocha not too long ago, so probably don't expect that for a little while.
I'm kind of like waiting for the next big boss.
Yeah, this is definitely more of a holdover. What do you think is the next boss?
But I don't even think we have one.
No, we don't. But yeah, exactly. What do you think?
It would have to be something smaller then, right? Like
how
Moxie wasn't
a baby boss.
Yeah, like a more chill baby boss.
Moxlotl was like,
do you remember?
Really weird.
People were like, "Oh, there's like a third boss," and I was like,
they
what?
didn't even like talk about him in the update. They didn't even name him in the update.
They're gonna have to do something like that again, because like
bizarre.
that was so. I was happy about it though. I think it's like a pretty chill boss.
Really weird.
It's so random. I was like, "What is this?"
Really weird. I would like to see them bring a new boss, because they're doing a lot of overhauls with combat. I would like to see the first new boss that really takes advantage of that. No, it doesn't have to be like endgame, but like
against mage
one that has like either particular mage elemental weaknesses, or even better would be like a combination of the ranged weaknesses for the first time, because we don't have any of those.
That would be cool, and like that's actually the good move there.
Yeah,
or like switching in between, like you switch styles.
But yeah, like maybe you're going against like things that are weak to like darts, and then like the big bad is weak to like ballista for the first time ever for some reason.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
I want there to be something that's weak to mage against a shadow god.
Yeah. Anyways, got off track. After all of that stuff that we're going to go over, of course, as always, we have a Q&A. Shout out to everyone that does give us a question. If you want to give us a question about RuneScape, other games, or real life stuff, whatever you want, feel free to ask us on any of our socials listed below or at the end. Or, you know, the best option would be to go to our discord.gg/Bunebape, ask questions anywhere there, or, you know, obviously the best place, the questions section, and we would really appreciate that. Also, every stream is sponsored by us now. We don't take any streamers.
Hello,
shout out to Matt,
new Patreon person. Thanks, Matt. I was just checking, because whenever he says the Q&A thing, I always think like, oh, I should go check. That means we have 4 people. Oh my god, Matt, if you're in the Discord, you're in the Discord. You ask questions all the time. Whatever. Okay, I'll give you the badge. If you're in the Discord.
Yeah, so shout out. You do get special perks if you want to become a member. And
Swift didn't join, so I'm like, respect, just a silent supporter. Thank you.
Yeah, all the proceeds obviously just go to upgrading the podcast, making it better than yesterday. So yeah, appreciate it. And with that, before we get into everything else, Michelle, how's it going?
It's going well. I had some little so last week, like the main theme was low-key like tips for players, right?
Tips for noobs.
Tips for noobs. We had a couple people send in more tips too that I wanted to share.
I think it was Kurt.
Kurt and our schools did too. So Kurt said, and this is huge, I want to suggest Kurt said, I want to suggest letting people know you can rotate your camera by holding down your mouse wheel and dragging your mouse. I literally did those for years until I got to CG, complained to my clan how difficult it was to rotate my camera with arrow keys and use F keys at the same time. Biggest game changer for me behind learning about ticks and how damage actually worked. I didn't know about that until I was already at Chambers 2, streaming for years at Ulm, switches sides, and I'm like, I'm just like holding down the little arrow key, and it's like, and someone was like, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, that's really weird. I guess it's natural because that's how you
I've
move
never played a game that moves like that.
Oh, you move your camera like that in WoW too.
I've never played WoW.
Well, obviously. I'm just saying that's why I know that. But yeah, it was always intuitive for me. Also, if anyone doesn't follow what she means by the mouse button, no, we're computer users. It's called mouse wheel 3. That's the name of the button. It has the same name for every mouse. Just click your mouse wheel.
It's the middle, the scrolly thing. You hold that down, and then you go shoom, 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 and move it around.
Why do you say the mouse wheelie thing? Like, this is the first time you've ever called it a mouse wheel. Just click the mouse wheel.
Yeah, and just move it around.
It's not the mousey wheelie thing.
The mouse wheelie thing.
No.
The mouse wheel 3? No, get out of here, bro.
Yes, mouse wheel 3. That's what it's called. Everyone has one.
The other PSA was from our school. So all random events that give costume items start giving lamps after the costumes are complete, including frog. Kiss the frog for a token that you could save up for when you need lamps later. Traded with the girl in Varrock in the costume store. Yeah, I think so. I think that some of them you can get before the outfit, I thought. I'm not 100%. But all I know is start doing more random events. If they give outfits, they are worth it again.
Or don't, like
I go to the beekeeper and all that.
I don't ever do any of them.
Well, you should, because you're missing out on XP.
The only one I do is the genie.
Yeah. Well, the counts check and the exam also both give you XP. So I don't know why everyone doesn't just do all of those.
I don't know.
Freaky Forester, by the way, Bastilla told me this when she was on the podcast, that if you just kill any pheasant, it rewards you. It's like, oh, bring me a pheasant with 4 tails. You can kill any one.
Yeah.
He literally doesn't count.
Yeah.
He's not count check. He's the Freaky Forester. So just so you guys know.
What's your top 2 most common done random event?
Oh, I have more than top 2. The ones I will always do.
That's why I asked the top 2.
I want to say all 3. Genie and count check. I don't know. I like the frog one because I think it's very funny that one of the text options is, can I kiss you instead? Which just feels really goofy for some reason. So I think that's very funny. And I'm always kissing the frogs.
Okay.
The frogs are gay, I think.
I used to do the, Genie and Sandwich Lady.
I always go sandwich lady in case I get stale baguette, even though I've already gone one.
Honestly, I'll talk to her, and if she doesn't ask for a baguette, I'm like, I just leave.
You just close. You know, sometimes I'll like accept it to be like, maybe it's like the coating's wrong.
She's like, give me a triangle. I just leave.
Like, I don't want a stupid triangle.
I don't even finish the sentence.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But if you have other tips that you want us to share on the podcast, let us know. I thought that was really cool that people were sharing ideas.
Yeah, it was mostly a noob-centric pod last episode.
Yeah, it was.
It's not our fault. They gave us 3 blogs about noob stuff.
No, literally. I also had some community things to talk about before me or after me, you think?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so this is just from the Bunebape community on our Discord. We have an achievements channel. If you guys want to join, you can post stuff. So a few things people got this week. Schools got the Ice Elementals staff crown finally, so it was able to have the entire staff from
the one
Royal
that
Titans.
auto switches.
Dude, I want that. It seems so nice for Royal Titans. Like, it's actually really annoying having to do 2 different things.
It's really nice just for any Slayer stuff, because then you don't have to change spells.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it for other places, to be honest. Gale Feather got Calfight Queen Pet at 800 KC. He just started grinding that the other week and already got it.
It's pretty good.
Crazy. I myself finally got the Big Shark, which I've been AFKing forever. Dude, another little pro tip. The shark lures are freaking lit. Like, I was not using them because I didn't... Like, I kind of forgot what they did, to be honest. I thought they just gave you more, like doubled it, like the Raiders, you know?
Yeah.
But it's actually just catching the fish faster. And you can choose to use 1, 3, or 5. I was using 3, and I was catching, like, several hundred fish an hour. It was great.
Like a million sharks a second.
Basically. Because I've been going for the big shark forever.
She's overfished them, and they're now extinct.
It's actually really sad.
Yeah.
Eileen just hit rank 12 on hardcore Iron Man. That's so crazy. Schools also got the first Zoro drop on the Iron. Do you want to see what it was?
Oh, nice. That's actually pretty good. The Onyx?
The Uncut Onyx? Is that good?
Yes.
Wouldn't you want the blowpipe, though?
You would want the blowpipe, but okay, 1, it's a lot to actually refill and use the blowpipe as an iron.
That's true.
And 2, the only other way to get an Onyx is to spend a ton of gold and go to the Czar pit.
I don't know. I feel like
it's not easy to do as an iron.
I'd rather have the blowpipe.
I mean, at that point in the game, he might rather have the blowpipe, but there's also a good chance he hasn't made what's the necklace? The Fury.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So it's like it could just be straight up a best in slot upgrade for him.
Fair. I just thought and was like, ugh. Eileen also got pet number 18 with 190 rumors. She got the Quetzin. So me and Eileen have all gotten spoon, under 200 for each of us.
I mean, I got it in like 6.
Yeah, I got it in I think like 96.
Yikes.
Gail also got
imagine
Onyx
double digit.
Gail also got an Onyx in BG3.
Double Onyx. Double Onyx, dude.
And then the last one here, Bebop Bink has finished the Hard Western Provinces Diaries.
Oh, nice. That means that is Zora.
Oh, wow. That does mean they did Zora.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, yeah. And actually, I did see that said Zora drop. I didn't see it was 1KC.
Do you ever think about how you'll never be able to say you've done that?
Yeah, Robert got my first KC for me. I could do Zora now with my shadow.
Sure.
I still don't like the
believe it.
Jad phase. I don't, because it starts backwards or something. I don't know.
I think it's just because you overthink it. It's exactly like Jad. It's really easy. Once you
not.
like, well, the first hit I tank. I don't know what it starts
Okay,
on. I think
see, that's why.
it's one hit that's random,
I
and then
can't
the
risk
rest
that.
is like you automatically know.
Yeah, Robert got that KC for me. I'm also a fool. I didn't read. They did not finish it completely. They just got the Zora KC, and I don't know how to read, which easy.
Nice.
I can do that.
Well,
So
that's
respect.
the only hard part. So,
No, it is. That's the worst part of it.
any other personal updates?
I do have a personal update. I got my second unique at Doom. I got it at still PB of finishing level 7, by the way. I've been trying level 8. I've tried like 3 or 4 times. Yesterday, I finally correctly prayed against the double boulders back to back. The method sucks because you wait until the second boulder explodes and then you start praying for both of them, which is very scary. Anyway, second unique, 544 delves. I got the boots again. It's so
Nice.
bizarre.
Easy money.
I was okay with anything. I got on level 4 too. So I got another 312 mil. I would have been happy with anything else too, because it all would have been collection log slots, especially the pet, but it was only level 4, so that wasn't even an option.
Yeah.
But I can't believe I got the one worth money.
I know someone posted this already in general. I don't know if you saw it though. Did you see someone's estimation on how much money from botting Mocha has been put into the economy?
And I saw it, but I don't remember. It was like billions, right? Oh,
Yeah,
here we go.
it's right there.
So this is a post from Reddit. It doesn't say who it was by.
No, yeah. Someone sussed out the top 200 players on Doom, and of the top 200, 130 of them were suspicious at the very least. And by suspicious, most people just mean they have the exact amount of stats you would need in order to do the quest leading up to Mocha, and that's it.
And mostly
And then 99s.
no other KC other than Doom.
Yeah, it's like 99s in ranged, specifically only in ranged. And and the rest of the stats are exactly what you'd need. I'm sure there might be other parameters, but that's typically what you would look for. And it says before you can complete a deep delve, you need to complete waves 1 through 8 during the run, assuming 3 deep delves per run. Then this would be approximately 60,000 completions of wave 1 through 8 to reach the above totals, which is around 182,000 suspicious runs.
Yeah.
Which
levels total, like 1 through 8.
if we went on rate based on expected amount of GP or expected amount of drops, essentially this is to say that of the top 200 players in the game, there is now 300 and let's say 50 billion GP worth of items
Actually,
that are
more,
illegitimate.
Because right on this one, it says that the boots are worth 230 mil. Like the day this was posted is the day I got my boots, I think, and it was 312.
Yeah. No, that's
Or is
that's
this listed
total.
after me?
That's total. That's 230 bill.
Oh my god! So 230 bill worth of boots.
Yeah.
I want that much of boots.
So a lot of people. This is just to say that there's obviously botting in the game.
Yeah, there's a botting problem.
And
Who knew?
it's also extra difficult because it's not just botting. Like people get paid to play this game as well. Like us, whether it's servicers or people in other countries or whatever. So it's like super hard to suss out. That's the same type of account, I guess, those real life servicers would do as well.
Yeah, that reminds me of a story Robert told me about Maple Story about someone getting caught.
But yeah, someone just got caught recently for paying someone to level their account, and it's $2 an hour.
$2 an hour? That's such a scam.
Yeah,
Who stop showing your hole?
It's typically like people in like Indonesia where $2 is a lot of money.
That's why, like, whenever people complain about like Venezuelans and stuff, like getting paid to play the game, and I'm like, honestly,
can't
they
hate on
need the
them.
money more than I need to play RuneScape without bots.
I mean, I don't.
So respect.
I don't honestly think it's good, but I do understand their position.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
Yeah, it's like, would you rather play video games to make your day's wage, or would you rather do some like crazy, like backbreaking work?
Yeah, I play video games.
Yeah, totally.
Other than that, though, I don't think I've really been up to anything. I'm just in real life. I've been working on a medical coding course through my work, and I'm expected to be 13% of the way done with it right now. And I didn't even tell you, I'm 26% of the way done.
Wow, overachiever. That means you should be done tomorrow.
No, No, they're teaching me off the body right now, and then the actual medical
And they're
medical
like,
coding starts in a couple weeks.
the
I'm scared of that.
elbow's connected to the.
Shin bone,
Oh
something
wow,
like that.
interesting elbow.
Yeah,
Okay.
they didn't teach me all the bones, I'm
Anything else?
assuming.
99 yet?
Nar, no.
No.
Since I
Okay.
got the big shark, my new AFK has been wood cutting. So I can try and get the beaver pets, which is a forever grind. And also just like forestry events. So I've been cutting yew trees in Varlamore on like Alderan or whatever it's called.
How'd you cut yew trees? They're so slow.
There, I was doing Arctic pines and it said that forestry events could spawn there, but I didn't get a single forestry event in
Uh,
40 minutes. So I left because I was annoyed.
I think maples are really good.
Well, I don't want to. No, I still want to do like use because it's. I don't know. I don't want to empty my inventory too much, but I don't want like redwoods.
Yeah. It's
And
fine. I thought you were gonna say it was AFK.
no, I mean it's fairly AFK.
It's
Like
funny
a couple
because
minutes.
there's a popular like clip from like a WoW streamer today, and they're
Yeah.
all like explaining what AFK means to people.
It means you could walk away from your computer.
Yeah, it literally means away from keyboard. And I
It
actually
does
don't
not
think
mean bank standing.
I don't think the RuneScape community knows what acronyms
No,
are.
do you remember that used to piss me off all the time?
Yeah.
I used to listen back to earlier podcast episodes. I would get very annoyed talking about that, but now I've become that person.
True.
But yeah, I mean, I have like a couple minutes, and the place I'm in as well, I get U seeds, or no, that's not true. I get int seeds, which I didn't even know were a thing. I guess you can turn them in for like bird's nest, and then I also get parts of the moon keys
Yeah.
that you could use to get the moon.
The moon helmet.
I
Yeah.
want the moon helmet, so I've already turned in a couple of those keys. Pretty exciting stuff, and you can't buy them or sell them, so
Yep.
you have to get them through
And it's
skilling
just
and stuff.
collection log stuff.
Yeah, which I am invested in. So I've been working on that and having fun with it. And yeah, that's
That's cool.
we watched The Life of Chuck during movie night on Saturday, and it's so good. I would highly recommend. Not scary, even though it's written by Stephen King and then taken to a movie by Mike Flanagan, who does all the scary stuff. It's not scary. I cried. I was like low key crying whenever I got the big shark, so it distracted me because I was recording and I was like, "Wow, I got the big shark!" Like for the short, tears running down my face. Felt very
Nice.
dramatic.
That's good. Also, it's not scary in spite of the fact that she told me it was.
No, I said that one part was scary, but it actually wasn't in the movie. In the book, I think it's because whenever I read scary books in an interesting way. I read them in the dark in bed while Robert's asleep before I go to sleep. And I'm like, I don't know why I have nightmares, you know? So there was one part that creeped me out because I was reading in the dark before sleep. But it wasn't creepy in the movie at all.
That's cool.
Yeah. I liked it a lot. I would highly recommend. Anyway,
Nice.
how you in?
Chilling. I wanted to mention that for the community updates, I only really have two things that I thought were kind of just interesting. One,
Okay.
pretty simple. Weirdly enough, we got a new top end for most players.
Oh.
Weirdly enough, pretty close to 250,000 now.
Oh. I thought you meant devil levels again.
No. No, amount
250?
of concurrent players, 250,000.
That's crazy.
Kind of a lot.
Yeah, Jesus.
Good thing they're adding more
Servers.
more servers.
I was so confused the other day because someone was like, "What world are you in?" And I was like, 600 and something. What the heck?
Yeah.
I was very confused.
No. And besides that, I saw another post that actually got a surprising amount of traction, mostly because I think it's kind of obvious the issues with it. So someone made a really long post. Honestly,
Oh gosh.
it's funny because it was well thought out, except for one thing, which is
Oh,
kind of
no.
like a big caveat. So they were talking about smithing.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about it many times.
Sucks.
Obviously, an outdated mini game or skill.
Yeah. I know you like the minigame.
Yeah, the minigame's cool. And they go through all the things wrong with it, about how JMods are ignoring it, how the JMods have also recognized that it's an out of date skill, and about like ways to fix it and stuff like that. And it's cool because most of it is well thought out, except for the number one post also like talks about this. You know, the top two people
Comments?
that commented also talk about this, where it's like, that's cool and all, but all of their stuff honestly skates around the fact that this would ruin so many other parts of the game if you only changed smithing.
Yeah. It sucks because a lot of the old skills are so interlocked.
They're so
They're
interlocked.
so interlocked. It's just
They're
like
integrated with each
impossible to
other
change.
in ways that you would not expect, or
Yeah.
even not even consider in 1,000 years.
Yeah.
On top of that, that's not even to include the different ways it would affect drop tables across
True.
the entire game.
Stuff like this, I appreciate though, because hopefully, like maybe mods or people on the development team are going to see it and get inspired
Yeah.
and take aspects of it. But I think there's probably a lot, like even just the coding wise, they mentioned something in the HD part or something. Like there's a lot of stuff that for some reason are tied in with each other, even in the coding that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, I mean, we see it every once in a while whenever bugs come up. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
we
they're
can't
fixing
do this for some
they're
reason.
fixing the UI, and now you have a max hit of 50 on ranged using a melee weapon.
At the specific ball.
It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
cool. Why is
weird.
my melee weapon giving me ranged XP? No
Yeah.
one knows, but it's because they fixed UI or something.
It's just random stuff that goes together.
Yeah, so I thought it was honestly a pretty good write-up, but it's funny because the mods even actually addressed this, and I figured that they would have stumbled upon this, but the mods even said that it's so interconnected with everything else, it would
Yeah.
take such an overhaul of the entire game to undo smithing.
I think it's possible, but in my mind, that's like a years-long project.
It would
because
be
there's no way
like-
that'd be their main project.
It would honestly be on the same scale as making another skill.
Yeah, so a years-long process.
Yes, it would. It would not be even remotely an easy or fast task.
Yeah, I would hate to have to be the one doing that, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's harder to undo a web than make one. For I think in most cases, and yeah, that's just a matter of the fact. But
I
I
agree
thought it
with
was kind
that.
of interesting. I thought it was well done, but it was interesting that they just totally overlooked that part.
I did see something while you were scrolling. Big controversy
Oh, what
on
now?
the Runes OSRS official accounts. I don't know if anyone's gonna be able to forgive them. They posted a meme of Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, holding up a rock.
People are very upset. I saw there's like 200 comments on Instagram, and I was like, they're normal responses, right? No, they're not. People are like trying to justify being mad. Well, they're like, well, she's not in RuneScape. It doesn't make sense for her to be in a meme. And I was like, most RuneScape memes are like other content.
True.
But I thought it was funny. I thought it was very funny how upset people were about like a popular singer being on a RuneScape meme.
Yeah,
It's weird.
I don't really care. I just thought it was not a very good meme.
I thought it was fine, but I just thought it was really weird how mad people were
Yeah,
and trying to justify it. They're like, well, she doesn't even play. I'm like, it's okay.
that's cool. And also, to quell your earlier question, Jacko actually reached wave 182.
Isn't there only one more?
Only one more.
Oh man, it's getting rough out here for the delve grinders.
We are.
Oh god.
Now we're just throwing 6 hours at a time at each other.
How far and how much time do you get before you're like, well, this trip's not it, and you leave?
I don't know. I
Ugh.
think
That sounds awful.
because it's weird. Like you could save so much time, but like maybe after like 5 hours, you're like, all right, probably not gonna happen.
And then what, you just leave because they already have the money, I'm assuming. Like they're not there for drops.
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
If I,
I
had to
thought we'd
guess.
actually be higher this week. I am a little surprised.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, it's a commitment because like now you have to do a minimum of 6 hours.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
stressful.
you have to. Like there's no way you're finishing it without it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was kind of interesting. And also, last thing I have to address is infinite amounts of server stuff going on this week.
Oh yeah, people were saying they were really bad, but it was when I was at work. I didn't experience it.
Not only are they bad because of the aforementioned 250,000 players, but also they were struck by several instances on multiple days of DDoSing.
I heard about that too.
Yeah,
I saw someone kind of implying that they weren't being DDoSed and that it was their fault for having the cloud systems.
it was them being DDoSed. Absolutely.
I thought it was an interesting little conspiracy that I saw. I was like, okay.
This is not an uncommon tactic. But yeah, so they were DDoSed multiple days, and for anyone that doesn't know, it's just a denial of service attack. It's
Mess
just
up the game.
it's just imagine like people simulate like millions of computers visiting the game's servers.
Yo,
at
new
least.
peak player count.
Yeah. They actually just are pinging it repeatedly until eventually
man.
the servers are like, I am just shutting down because this is too much.
Yeah.
Pretty much that simple. And yeah, so for whatever reason, I don't know the reason until it's confirmed. I'm not going to say whether I think it's this or that. But anyways, they were down for a little bit. And also there was like server downtime. So it's just like a lot of server stuff going on this week.
A
Kind
lot
of
of lag
unfortunate.
too, even after that.
Yeah, a lot of lag. So a lot of Iron Men dying, hardcores,
Oh
obviously.
man, rough.
So rest in peace to them. Maybe don't play during server downtime and
Maybe don't
stuff.
play a hardcore ever. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not
It's
willing,
always
if you're
scary.
not willing to accept the risk, maybe don't do that.
I do feel bad for them situations like that, like so out of your control. That'd be so tilting.
Yeah, but also you could just skill, you know. It's like you don't have
Like
to
Eileen.
do CG, you don't have to do Yama whenever
It's
the
true.
servers are bad. Just
They
go
don't.
skill for a day.
But there always has to be that first person who finds out that the servers are bad.
No, there doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, I
If you
guess
log
there
in,
is.
there's that one person who's like, "Oh no, I just realized that there's lag." You
Yeah,
know, like
but-
you don't realize that first.
There's gonna be people that have to be the first people to experience the server
Yeah,
down.
you guys are like the guinea pigs.
Yeah, unfortunate for them.
I had one more thing. I started a video series on my grind to Grandmaster.
Nice.
I forgot. So first video is out for that. Maybe I'll link it in the description if I remember. But it's just me, like, I'm just gonna go task by task, or like if I finish a bunch of tasks at once, you know, maybe I'll put them together. But I'm not using long form content, so the video is like 5 minutes long. I'm gonna work on that.
So you're gonna have the Zuck helm by the end of this year?
God no.
Next
My
week.
estimate in the video, I actually misspoke. I meant to say 5 to 10 years, and I was too lazy to edit or change
5
it
to
later.
10.
No, whenever I was
Yo.
editing, I realized I said 5 to 2 years. So one of those.
Well, no, now it's committed.
5 to 2?
Yep, there
No,
you
5
go.
to 10.
Bro, 5 to 10, the game's gonna be dead by then.
No, and then I'm gonna get Max to celebrate.
No. That's crazy.
We can move on though.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Anyways, moving on to something else, not nearly as crazy. We have an interface uplift.
Yeah, it's gonna be a UI quality of life. This is not gonna be pulled, by the way. They actually have a polling charter from 2022 that I don't remember.
Yeah, they don't
Saying
follow it, so it doesn't
What they will
matter.
and won't poll, which side note, by the way, they even say on there that we're not going to poll holiday events or seasonal events, aka Pride. So people were like, just poll it. Apparently, it's been established that they will not.
Well,
Insane.
like I said, they don't follow it, so it really is just up to their discretion because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You might as well not read it.
Anyway, would you like to read the first of the interface changes?
Sure. So the first one's going to be the desktop mini map toggle. If you've ever played on mobile, then you'll likely know. Actually, you didn't know
I
this.
didn't know this.
You'll likely know that you can minimize the on-screen minimap to free up some space.
I'm gonna go do it right
stacking
now on my
the
account.
useful information orbs for hit points, prayer, run energy, and special attack energy at the top right. It's funny because this already exists, but now it's for desktop.
Yay. Oh, well, let me upload because I don't have the app updated.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, like Michelle, you just right-click your map and then you can minimize it, and then it literally just goes and turns into another circle, so you can have like your entire top right of your screen free.
A little hack right now is there's a plugin called Minimap, or I think it's called Minimap. I don't know. But there's a plugin where you can go and change it to hide your minimap. You can also go and make it so you can zoom out farther on it.
Yeah.
You can't zoom out that far, but farther.
Okay.
Pretty handy. Remember the last CA tab you viewed? We're giving someone's own section to make it clear that we know CA interface in general could use some work, particularly since many players don't realize that the progress bar at the top of any boss entry is actually a button that lets you view their task. I didn't realize that for a very long time. It's not very intuitive.
No.
A lot of it's not intuitive.
No, not at all.
For the time being, we're not able to deliver a more full-scale rework of the interface, but we can make it remember the last thing you were looking at so you don't need to re-navigate to a particular task or boss every time you open it up, which is very annoying, by the way. So I appreciate this change.
Yeah, that's cool. Also, you can just pull it up on the wiki though, on your other screen.
Well, I like to see compared to, sometimes I'll like have a list of everything I've completed and not completed and like go from there. I don't know. It's nice to see stuff.
Shades of Morton, the broken coffin improvements. These are nice because the broken coffin is not super useful.
Yeah.
This coffin might be worse for wear, but that doesn't mean its usability needs to be. Admittedly, it's a little niche, but players who frequent the Shades of Morton minigame have been asking for improvements, and I agree. So they updated the right-click options for the broken coffin so that players can withdraw shade remains into their inventory without needing to open the configure dialog. When withdrawing shades from the coffin, you can withdraw as many as possible. If a player has multiple types of shades in their coffin, you can withdraw the highest tier first, similar to how the herb sack functions as well.
Cool.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, it just makes Shades of Morton way easier.
Yeah, and that's something I'll have to go grind eventually.
It's really, if you are a main, I would highly recommend trying it. It's just
Because
really
you could
good
just buy
XP.
the lore bodies to burn
Yeah,
them for the
yeah, you can
keys.
buy all the remains,
Yeah, you can't buy the keys though.
but
Maybe.
it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because if you can buy the logs and you can buy the remains, it doesn't matter.
Then you just burn them and then you go and get your loot.
Yeah, it's actually really high amounts of fire making per hour, and it's different than Winter Tot, so that's nice. And you
there's
get
collection
prayer,
log
and there's
stuff.
collection log.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That's how you get like blood bark armor.
Yeah, and if you do it the Iron Man way, or if you are an Iron Man, then you do get a lot of combat too.
Then God bless you.
True.
Good luck. Next is toggleable mobile friendly teleport menus. So everyone has probably seen the numbered list of options on the top of a scroll interface at some point when trying to tally. Those of you who have seen the interface on mobile will likely have teleported to middle of nowhere, far from your intended destination by misclicking. To rectify this, we'd like to give this a more modern design that still feels old school, so that mobile players have a little more space and fewer misclicks. We know the scroll interface is iconic, so we'd make this change a toggle in case you prefer the current look. I like whenever they make changes like that, they make it toggleable.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's nice.
I agree. I think they should just have like you know how like it says like A, B, C, D for all of them. I think that like the A, B, C, D should just like, or I think it should just be more of like a block menu instead of just line after line.
Yeah, it's hard because on mobile there's such little space.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can scroll more, but you can't click smaller.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if the words are so
Oh.
small, it's like even if you know what you're clicking, it's like hard,
Yeah, you
especially
could
if you
just
have bigger
misclick.
fingers.
Yeah.
But like if you're just like, oh, I have to scroll twice now instead of 3 times
Oh, I know what you mean.
because now they're bigger. It's like, why not just do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, the next thing we have is consistent options for storage containers. It's really ironic, and I like this change, but it's bittersweet because I hate this change.
Okay.
So they're just essentially syncing up all of the bag options, including coal, gem, herb, plank sack, essence pouch. The thing is, and also they're all mimicking the
The
coal
coal
bag.
bag.
This doesn't include every bag in the game.
What other games? Loot bag.
The wood bag.
Oh, the and the fish barrel should be on here.
Yeah, and the fish barrel. So I'm all like, that's why I hate it.
Well,
I'm all
maybe
like,
they already are because they're newer.
I know it's not this way for the wood one.
Oh,
Like,
weird.
okay, it might be this way for the wood one, but once you combine the wood one with the other thing that allows you to wear it on your back, it isn't the same.
So yeah, they're just making it so all the menu options are the same because right now they're all in different orders.
Yeah, they should really just make it so there's full functionality on all these bags. Like you should be able to automatically load it with the last thing you loaded it, automatically deposit it. Like it should do all of these things instead of just like getting these small things where like, oh, I suddenly just remembered that these bags suck. Let's update them. It should just be like, let's just do this so it's done right
Yeah.
on all of them instead of randomly missing out on the fish barrel and the plank, or not the plank,
And
but the
probably
wood
other
bag.
bags we're not thinking of.
It's like, I
Kinda
think I
weird.
forgot the name of it. It's like the forestry sack, the one you have to make.
I don't remember because I don't have it.
Me neither, because it doesn't have a good functionality.
Yeah, I want it for the collection logging, but I'm like, I want to go for the felling axe handle first because that one's actually money.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But yeah,
they do say you can use menu entry swapper, of course, though.
of course, of course. But this is hopefully going to fix a lot of inconsistencies with all of the listed bags, not all of the bags.
If not everyone.
Definitely not everyone.
Next is the fairy ring search functionality. So as it is now, if you are playing on desktop and you start typing in a location, it will filter it to give you like the correct one.
Yeah.
They don't have that on mobile, so they're
No,
gonna
they don't. You have to know it.
yeah, they're gonna have that on mobile, and yeah, you're gonna be able to just search stuff. It's so freaking annoying. Like if you're on mobile at work, having to like Google like where's this fairy ring because you don't know what anything is.
True.
So I'm happy about that. They're also going to speed up the speed at the selector wheels spinning. It's pretty slow. But I know I'm gonna accidentally scroll too far. And they're gonna let you favorite up to 10 destinations for quick access. That's actually how I get anywhere mobile. I'm like, if it's not one of the saved locations, I'm not going there.
I have a weird question. I think it might be weird. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that thinks this way, but I feel like it's kind of, it seems common sense to me.
Sure.
So I've always wondered, like, if you're going to like, all right, whatever you type in, you're like, all right, I'm going there to get Karambwans, and then you type one letter off. and you're all like, oh, I thought it was this one. Why doesn't it do like either similar ones? Like it should be like, okay, let's just say you go to like RPK or something like that. I don't know what that is, but let's say you go to RPK and you meant to go to to Karam ones, and then it's like it just is blank. It's like this doesn't exist. It should be all like, oh, these are common ones that you go to. Like, why doesn't it just list the most common ones you've gone
That
to?
reminds me of, or like similar ones.
Or yeah, or similar ones. Like if you're
That's
only one
something
letter off.
I actually wanted to ask my supervisor about work. Whenever I was in the call center, Epic had a function that there was a button that you could type names in and say, show similar sounding names. And it was great.
Yeah.
So I need something like that in RuneScape, and I need something like that in my new position.
Because it just if you just type in the wrong thing, it just is blank.
Yeah. And you're like, am I completely off? Am I a little bit off?
Yeah, like you
no,
have
no.
you have your favorites, which is separate, but once you start typing that stuff in, that goes away. I'm pretty sure.
I think
Like
it might.
it should just say like your most recent below what you're searching.
I don't remember exactly what it has, but there's a lot of things that could probably be done with the fairy
I know
rings.
they don't have a recents one, and I think that just seems obvious to me.
Or that it's just like on mobile, whenever you type it, it says where you're going to, which it doesn't do.
Yeah.
Or sorry, on the PC it says
I
that.
think there's plugins for that, but like we shouldn't need that.
Exactly.
Because that just seems kind of obvious. The next one is going to be chugging barrel improvements.
I still want one of these.
Yeah, chug a lug. So filling up the chugging barrel can feel needlessly frustrating at times when you're trying to quickly set yourself up for another raid. So since you have to open your bank, open your storage, fill the barrel, close the potion storage, and go back to the bank. Kind of annoying when it's supposed to make your life a little bit easier. We'd like to make it so that the load option will just pull a load out into the chugging barrel from your potion storage, even if you don't have the potion storage open. Obvious.
Nice.
Initial investigations here suggest that they'll likely need to add a bank setting for you to choose how your bank handles the potions, but they'll make sure to clue you in during the full release.
Cool. That
Yeah.
seems fine.
Seems good.
Don't
Also,
own it though.
people did mention that there should also just be a like a auto deposit option for the potion storage. They don't.
Oh, do you have to open it up? I don't have it yet.
I think you have to open it up. I think I was seeing something about that. I don't have it, so I
It's
can't
very
say.
similar sounding to how the GIM storage was. That's
Yeah.
like a completely separate bank within your bank.
Yeah, I honestly wish they just added like 100 more
Bank spaces.
bank spaces. Like that's how it is for WoW, for example. They have like you can get like 10 bank slots or whatever, which is technically you adding 10 like bags. Like normally you can equip 4 bags, so you just get those bags and put them in your bank, and that expands it. And then there's like separately a reagents bank, and like it works the same as a regular bank, but like automatically does everything the way you'd expect.
Instead of having like its own thing, they could have just been like adding a tab, and that's potions. That doesn't load a new interface.
That's
It's
what I was.
just, like,
That's what I was thinking. Like
preset.
you could have just put it always to be configured at the bottom of your bank or
Yeah,
something
I don't
that
know.
can only store potions or something. I feel like they could have implemented it better.
Someone did say, I don't remember where it was, but someone was hyping up bank storage, and apparently, or sorry, potion storage. A lot of people like it. We just don't have it.
No, I know a lot of people like it. I know a lot of people dislike it. Still,
Dang, okay.
I'm just saying.
The way he said it. I know people dislike it.
I still don't even know what the majority is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But
I think a majority just doesn't have it.
I still think they could implement it a little bit smarter.
Fair. Next up, we have some smaller UI changes. So gray out of on the home telly icon and the teleport button in the grouping interface if these particular tellies are on cooldown. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean they do have the cooldown thing there.
In the corner.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't notice.
You should notice. Allow long press / right clicks on side stones to let players quickly navigate where they need to go. Right clicking on the character summary stone to instantly navigate to the quest, achievement diary, or character summary tab.
I like that.
I think you should be allowed to. I know it saves, like if you go to those tabs and you go to, let's say, quests, it'll stay on quests. I think it should like remember, because like it resets when you relog, I think.
I think so. I'm not 100%.
Yeah, I think it does. I think you should just
I think
remember
most
it.
stuff resets whenever you log or hop worlds.
Yeah, I was just thinking it'd be cool if it just remembered it. But yeah, that's nice that you can just right click it.
Add an additional 6 slots to rune pouch loadouts, allowing for 10 in total. And you can now name the loadouts to make it easier. Because sometimes I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
like, is this the Thros or is this the Venge? Whenever I read this, you know what I thought? This is too busted because I thought they meant make it so you can have 10
10
runes in your
runes?
pouch. And I
That's
was like,
every rune.
no, I was like, that's way too much. That's
That's
crazy.
like literally every rune.
And then whenever it said you can name them, I was like, oh, never mind.
Especially if you're talking about combo runes, that's way
I was
more
like,
than
oh
every
my God,
rune.
that's like every rune in the game.
Yeah. They,
I
up-
like that though.
they updated the set effects menu when wearing partially completed outfits
Or
that
will
provide.
update. You said they did update. They're not out yet, right?
No, these aren't out yet.
Okay, I was like, wait. Okay,
No.
sorry to cut you off.
No, yeah, none of these are all unfold,
Okay.
and they're just going to go into the next update. So it says the set effects menu for whenever you're wearing partially completed outfits. For example, the Inquisitor armor pieces should give you 0.5% damage and accuracy boost, as well as displaying the additional 1% boost for the full set once it is equipped. That's super niche because that's like one of the only items in the game that does that.
Yeah. Update the Slayer rewards UI with an extra tap so players can easily tell which rewards are cosmetic and which are functional. That'd be such a waste of points.
This next one is arguably the biggest change in this entire thing.
Oh my gosh, this happened. Oh, I leave all the time.
Yeah, so this
accident.
allows players to deposit items into your stash units whilst they're still equipped.
You know how many times I've forgotten a bracelet? And then I literally have to go on the wiki because I've been doing clues all night and I don't know where this stuff came from.
Yeah, or you teleport away too quick and you're like, why am I wearing green D-hide and a god cape?
Literally. Add a tooltip when players hover over the world map icon to display the Control+M shortcut.
Nice. They added a chat message to let players know when their prayer points have been drained at Barrows. We've noticed that a lot of newer players don't pick up on the giant floating heads correlating with prayer drain.
I don't think I did at first either. I was just like, oh, it's just reminding me of the fight.
That's crazy. Considering a lot of new players are going to Barrows and running into this problem, you might also want to know you should just get your medium combat achievements done, and then you'll never have prayer drain again.
Yeah, you'll still have regular prayer drain, but not the extra.
Yes.
You'll never run out of prayer
You'll
ever
never,
again anywhere.
never rake again.
So adjust world map icons to make clear which agility shortcuts are one way only and which are two ways, meaning you go back and forth.
Also, they convert the grouping tabs suggested world section into a button so that players can easily hop to the suggested world for a given activity.
Add a bank all button to the top death chest.
Also, someone mentioned, like, why don't they have the bank option for chambers?
Why don't they have a lot of things for chambers? Why do you have to get a purple to get the pet?
I don't know.
We have a lot of questions.
Add a simple GUI with graphical user interface for chompy hunting hats, claims, and reclaims from rants. Additionally, allow players to store them in the POH.
Why haven't you been able to store these? Did you know one time I got peer pressured into dropping all mine? I collected them.
Why?
I kept them because I was like, oh, eventually I want to get them all. Still haven't, by the way. And people bullied me until I ended up dropping them at the GE.
Nice.
I think I reclaimed them for free, but the effort.
Okay.
Add a load 30 option when right-clicking the multi-cannons that players with higher tiers of CAs completed don't have to waste unnecessarily if they don't want a full barrel full of 45 or 60.
Cool. They added a toggleable setting to toggle a warning when depositing high-value seeds into a birdhouse so you don't use up all your
Waste your
renars.
money. Add a toggle configuration option to the Stony Basalt so players can have it teleport them to the bottom of the Troll Stronghold by default, meaning you're not forced to tell you to the location unlocked on completion of the Hard Fermi Diary.
Nice. And then lastly, for bosses who have had their times tracked, add your personal best to their respective collection log entry.
That's actually really cool.
That's cool,
So you don't
yeah.
have to type it in game because it's embarrassing when you type it wrong.
I just never, because I'm worried about that, so I just never do it.
Is that why you don't?
Yeah.
You have so much social anxiety, you just refuse to know your PB.
Yeah, pretty much. And next up, we have the new renderer, rendering the game as never before seen.
Yeah, this is a new blog. This is on the HD plugin API progress.
Yes, which is kind of a big deal because, I mean, it actually looks really good.
Yeah, they have pictures.
Yeah.
So the render, if you guys don't remember, is something that they've just been having going in the background at all times, just like kind of like stress testing.
Yeah, you can experience it right now still if you want. It's a beta thing. You have to go into your settings and enable it, but it's
I thought they
active
said
right now.
Didn't they say it was automatically enabled?
No.
Oh, well, I've not been doing anything. I thought I was contributing this whole time.
No, it's
I should go turn it
it's
on.
a beta thing that you have to sign up to.
Oh, okay.
By sign up, I mean you click the button that enables it.
It's still a game like normal, though. It's not like a different world or anything.
Yeah.
It's just maybe if you're hardcore, don't, just in case.
I mean, it's if anything, you'll run into like weird textures or artifacting, but it's a beta, so I mean, if there's going to be stuff wrong with it, generally though, I think it's supposed to look exactly the same as the normal game.
Yeah. If you try it out and have any bugs and stuff, they have a Discord that they are having a list of them. So you can go and double check if your bugs are listed there and then go and submit that if it is not. If you also
Yeah,
submit it without checking, they probably have so much reports that they are asking you to please check first.
true. And their number one thing going into this is to make it as stable as possible. And you're wondering maybe why are they even doing this if it's supposed to look exactly the same? It's so that they can more easily implement HD in the future. They need a new renderer to do that successfully.
Yeah. But anyway, some upcoming changes in case you missed it. They already implemented one fix, which is the title screen lock to 60 FPS.
Nice. And in the next update, there's going to be an adding of a FPS limiter for mobile display panels. If you don't want to run it at like 150 all the time or whatever your screen is on your phone, I don't know, you can limit it to like 30 or 50, which is, I think 50 is the default.
Yeah. Large improvements to visuals and POH, and several other areas when using the new renderer. This work is not complete, but should be especially noticeable in non-boss areas.
Yep. And then as they move through August, they're hoping to add a bunch of new settings to give players better control over fidelity and performance.
Yeah. Next, we have a little bit of an update on HD beta. The quick little rundown though, HD mode will be an opt-in graphics mode that brings Gilnor to life like never before. They're going to start with a beta, just like we did with the new renderer, and once again, we'll be looking for help to catch any bugs. It'll be released in batches, but once complete, it'll include dynamic sunlight, shadows, atmospheric fog, HD water, and more. Our goal is to truly capture the essence of each and every location in the world. Was this supposed to be passive aggressive? Curating the lighting and atmosphere.
Damn, that atmosphere.
Atmospherics to suit the area rather than just a blanketed HD preset covering the entire game. Was that supposed to be passive aggressive?
I mean, I think it's a stray.
Yeah, I don't know. Because at the same time, like, RuneLight has like special things. Like you go Draenor and it turns dark and there's like lightning.
I mean, they could shoot an entire Gatling gun's worth of bullets at HD,
It's still
117.
good. I'm still gonna use RuneLight.
And the fact that they've had it for 5 years longer than HD's been out since ever is enough for me to disregard it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
I just read that and was
I
like,
don't think they meant it that way, but if they throw any shade at 117, it doesn't matter. Next is at RuneFest. They shared that the HD beta would arrive in summer. Technically, it's still hot, so they got some time.
Well, it's hot here till like Christmas.
But hopefully it stays hot for a little bit longer because they're pushing it back.
Yeah.
So they're going to be hopefully still releasing it this year, but they do say that they want it to be stable. So they're going to continue with the beta and stuff like that, but it will be later this year.
Maybe in autumn.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that's mainly going to just be the beta part of it.
I kind of wish that they didn't say in autumn, that they just said we're pushing it back and didn't say.
Yeah, no one knows
now
what
like,
autumn is.
I don't like these timelines.
If you want to see what some of the changes are for HD, then you can like actually check out the 1-to-1 difference between what the in-game looks like now in Varlamore, the new area, and what the new HD version looks like. And honestly, the lighting is putting in a lot of work.
Yes.
So I'd recommend checking it out if you're not convinced.
It looks very pretty. There's little sliders. So you can see it side by side.
Yes.
I was having fun scrolling though, because sometimes like random NPCs wouldn't be in the other side.
Yeah, because they're walking around.
Yeah, it reminded me of like on Google Maps, how you like change streets and everything's different.
Oh, like that guy, look at him.
Yeah, no, he disappears.
Yeah, it looks good though. So hopefully it continues progress and gets here sooner than later.
Yes. And a little bit of update on 16-bit audio, which we talked about way back in March. We're ready for the rest of our sound effects to make this change too. It's kind of like clearing up the audio a little bit. Still old school, but like there's some like fuzz is how I describe it in the background that they're getting rid of.
Yeah.
They want to assure you that converting to 16-bit will not affect the DNA of OSRS audio. The heart and soul of what you hear will not change. We know how nostalgic and comforting the soundscape of OSRS is, and it's always been a priority through the project. We are aiming to make this switch in September, and it will apply to any client you access the game with.
Yep, that's it. Also, there's a bunch of official client plugin news. This is by far and away, in my opinion, the most important part of any blog we've had recently.
Yeah?
As far as the official client goes, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Because
Too long didn't read?
Yeah, the too long didn't read is they're just making it available essentially so that you can use the plugins, you being modders can use the plugins to create plugins that are native to the official OS client. And that's important because the only reason that RuneLight is good right now is because it has this.
Yeah.
If it didn't have this, it would just
A
not
normal
exist.
client.
Yeah. So um, this just allows players to make plugins. It's
Yeah.
essentially that. That's the
Which
TLDR.
that's all we need.
Yeah.
It says they're also gonna have a dedicated community space for everything plugins, which connects players, plugin devs, and JMods on a collaborative development journey.
Yeah. There's going to be a plugin hub that you can
Plugin
download.
guild.
No, go up.
Oh well, this is
There's
the
going to
same
be
thing, I
a
think.
in-game plugin hub to download, install, and manage plugins, all from the content of your game screen, including mobile. This is the most
Yay!
important part because
Woo!
mobile has never had plugins
That'll be
before.
so good.
So yeah, this will obviously we already have a few plugins technically that are made by the JMods and stuff like that, like the XP trackers and stuff that you can still use on mobile, but you don't have any of like Quest Helper. You don't have any of like the most popular one recently, which helps you track your AFK stuff. That's really big with the crab and stuff like that now. So that's not available on mobile. It will be if it comes with the plugin guild.
I'm sure a lot of stuff will be put in the hub that's already in there.
Yes.
But yeah, the guild is the little community they're gonna have. So this is a Discord for aspiring and experienced developers to talk about all things plugins. The plugin guild is its own unique server, which will serve as a hub for collaboration and knowledge sharing with direct access to our devs. So you know there's gonna be some annoying people like, can you unban my account? Showing up in there. We're hoping to build a stable and powerful plugin ecosystem. We've already onboarded a small group of key community developers to help us lay the groundwork, ensuring we're set for success when we open the doors to all of you eager to get
That's
involved.
definitely Adam from RuneLight.
Yeah. They're not ready to reveal the release date for this, which I like. They didn't even speculate, which is good. Don't get people excited.
Yeah, that's good. They're just letting you know it's happening. It's you don't have to vote on anything. They're just like, oh, just so you know, eventually plugins will happen.
I'm excited for it.
And also they're just also wanting to let everyone know that not everything on the plugins in like RuneLight, for example, is going to be on here.
Unless it slowly gets added eventually.
Yeah, one, it's going to be not everything at first, especially. They're going to add things, and then also things that you might hope are on there might just straight up never be on there.
Yeah. Learn how to develop stuff.
Yeah, or maybe they don't want that as to be a plugin or something like that, or maybe it like crosses some kind of like guideline that they're setting in place. I don't know, but they're just saying don't expect every single mod on there.
Yeah. So will FAQ though, will the plugin hub fix mobile issues like menu entry swapper? No, this is not the intention. There's a bug with menu entry swapper on mobile that they're still working on. It works sometimes, but like also it's like weird. Like it doesn't work as well as it's supposed to.
Yeah.
They intend to work on fixes for these bugs outside the plugin project. So while creator may decide to build a plugin to address the problem, they are actually working on a regular build, not just a band-aid.
Yeah.
Regular fix.
Regular fix. What kind of plugins will it launch with? So we know that there's a lot of plugins you'd like to see, but we want to stress that this is a marathon, not a sprint. So when the gates open, there's going to be a small set of plugins, just like I mentioned. They're going to do this by helping guide and support community devs that want to bring their ideas to life on the official client. So like I said, because it is the official client, I'm guessing there's going to be more stringent processes in order to have an official plugin.
There is.
So don't expect, like I said, every single one of the plugins. So you might be disappointed.
Anyone that's kind of cheaty.
And like I said this years ago because it's just so obvious. Eventually, RuneLight will go away. So because of that, you might want to get used to the plugins they're disallowing.
This is what he thinks. It's not confirmed or anything. Don't be like, when did they say that?
I'm not saying that's official.
That's what he believes will happen.
I bet money it's going to happen. Actually, I would bet money it's going to happen pretty soon.
I don't think so.
I think within the next couple of years.
I disagree. We'll see.
Okay.
Want to bet $1?
Why would they have RuneLight when
I think that now it's just because they can't take it away. I think that they're trying to pull people away naturally.
I don't think so.
Maybe eventually, but in the next few years, I think we'll still have RuneLight.
Anyways, though, so yeah, I would just recommend over the next couple of years if you have like
maybe get used to regular client.
See them slowly not allowing a plugin you like, or just straight up saying that's not allowed on the official one, maybe try using it less. It would help you in the future.
Just in case. They also don't have a definitive list of plugins they're going to have at launch, and they don't want to put pressure on the current creators by speculating on their work. So this is going to be a collaborative project that will come together over time.
Yep.
So they don't know. Robert, will plugins be viewable on mobile?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All of them.
Pop this one in here in case we've not made it clear enough. Get ready to quote us on this. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. For whatever reason, they're confident, or whatever they're programming in is apparently just straight up native, I guess, to mobile. So all of the plugins that are allowed on the official client should just straight up work on mobile. Should. And also, there's going to be quality control. Yes, there's going to
Thank
be.
God, because I'd be kind of scared adding stuff.
There's going to be a lot of moderation.
Yeah. That they're gonna have moderation process run by internal devs to ensure all the plugins hit specific quality criteria. We're gonna detail these on launch, so that way once you're able to create your own plugin, so you don't waste time doing something and find out, oh my God, I didn't follow the rules.
Yeah, but I'm sure eventually when this does come out, there are going to be like randomly sus plugins that get
100%.
added. So just use your common sense when that happens.
Be careful.
But that's it for HD and for the plugin stuff, which is pretty big news. And just like that, it is the next day.
Hi. He literally waited 8 seconds because he wants me to just sit here looking at him, looking at the camera over and over, waiting for him to say something.
I just have to get into the Zen
You're
mode.
like a doll that I'm waiting to like activate.
That's what everyone calls me.
Anyways,
do you have any updates?
No, I have no updates. Do you have any updates?
I do have updates because we've already recorded this once and told you that I do have updates.
I heard a little bit of it. I forgot to listen. We would like test it to make sure the audio sounds good, and we tested it, and I just didn't look back, and we just started recording, and I was like, wait, I should actually listen.
Yeah,
so,
it was fine.
yeah.
Anyways, my updates are like kind of including RuneScape, but kind of not. So,
Okay.
Yesterday, big announcement for Path of Exile 2. If you're like a Diablo dungeon delver enjoyer, this is good news for you, because next week you could participate in the Path of Exile new league. And it's actually free, so if you don't want to buy the game, you can just play it.
What does that do with Diablo?
It's a Diablo-like kind of game. It's a dungeon delving game.
Okay, I was a little confused. By the way, everything from now on, I don't know.
Yeah, I just know that people might not know what Path of Exile is, but more than likely knows what Diablo is.
Oh, I thought PoE was like huge, like RuneScape.
No, Diablo is
Bigger
a
than
is a
RuneScape.
generational game, whereas
Yeah.
Path of Exile is newer.
Okay, fair.
Even though it is like 15 years old at this point, it's still definitely
new.
technically newer than like the 25-year-old Diablo.
Didn't even know Diablo was that old.
Anyways, so the only reason I mentioned this, one, you can participate in it. It's a fun game and it'll be free this weekend. But two, they actually mention there's a shout out to RuneScape in Path of Exile 2.
Really?
And like they go through and they're showing a ton of content that they're adding, and they're like, oh, there's all these new items, blah blah blah. And then for whatever reason, I don't think it's actually called this, but for I don't know how, but maybe it is in the game, who knows. But at one point in the actual like showcase, they're like showing this vendor has a bunch of staffs, and the name of the staff vendor is Zaf's Superior Staffs.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, super random.
Okay, cute.
Yeah, I thought it was
They
kind
thought
of funny.
RuneScape was getting more popular, so they're trying to like pander.
No, maybe someone on their team plays RuneScape.
No.
Oh.
No, not that.
True.
Definitely
true.
not.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. Also, besides that, I also saw another thing that was really funny is someone's like, oh, with all the new World of Warcraft players, something they'll never know the pain of. And it's just a picture of Corinne Favor.
I was just gonna say plowing the fields in Hesidious.
Yeah, literally.
You guys are lucky.
Yeah, I mean, there's
don't
plenty of
even need
other
to know.
monotonous grinds in both games, obviously. But yeah, the Corinne Favor sucked.
Yeah.
Also, something that neither of us experienced is back when Corinne Favor had degradation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it had degradation until you locked.
Yeah, my miscellaneous at like 0.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
similar to that.
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But it locks.
But yeah, it used to you used to have to like lock it by like getting it to 100 and then talking to the person.
Weird.
Like before that, it would like go down every day or something like
I
that.
think I did see though that the fields used to be like longer. So like that one actually was easier.
Yeah, it was more AFK. It was definitely long.
Still
though.
annoying, though,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. That's what I thought was funny though this week. Let us know if you thought anything else was funny. Nothing else that I saw was funny at all.
No.
No chuckles, no laughs.
Oh my God, that's depressing.
Nothing.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
depression. Something not as depressing though is this week's update.
Yeah, we finally got a normal update, like following all the Varlamore and stuff, just like normal stuff going on.
If by normal she means extremely boring.
Yeah, kind of.
This is more Delve boss stuff.
Yeah, I like how I said after Varlamore and some melee Varlamore stuff. So there's some changes at the Delve boss. The burrow hole will no longer sparkle when a player receives a duplicate pet drop. See, that's also one of those sentences that sounds like such a dweeb thing to say. Say that in like a dramatic voice, please.
No.
The burrow hole will no longer sparkle.
That's what I mean, I've heard that before.
A lot?
Every day.
Cool.
But that's nice because I'm sure it would sparkle and you're like, all right, cool. What else did I get? I already got the pet.
I was thinking,
and it's
like,
just a pet again.
before this update, I was like, man, I hope that's not a thing.
I just imagine you look into the burrowed hole and it's just the pet staring at you.
Are you my mom now?
Yeah. The next thing is they fixed a bug where the Delve boss's diagonal burrow attack could hit players outside its visible path.
That happened to me at least 300 times.
That happened to a lot of people.
Fixed a bug where rocks placed on acid would disappear when the boss entered its burrow phase.
And lastly, if a projectile is traveling towards the boss as it swaps to the shield phase, the damage will now still apply to the shield. This was nice because I think a lot of people were hoping it would apply to the health.
I was too.
Because
but I mean, it still applies to the shield, which
plenty
is
of
nice.
people were all like, all right, I shoot and then it goes into shield and then it eats my attack.
Yeah.
Is what would happen. So at least now the damage is getting applied somewhere.
Something will happen. They also did lastly fix a bug where players could get stuck in walls when the burrow hole spawned in a corner.
Yeah. Also, we have some changes.
Did you foresee this?
No.
You wanted it though.
I wanted it. I
Yeah.
thought their decision last week was foolish.
So last week they explained they'd be keeping the interaction where an early melee punish could result in 2 unavoidable hits from Doom. Our aim was to keep the encounter challenging and reward precise timing. However, it's clear from your feedback that this approach didn't hit the mark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start you saying didn't hit the mark at work because it's good.
If people are unfamiliar, they're talking about in later encounters in the Delve, you had to attack on the 3rd tick after a punish, or you would potentially suffer a double ranged attack.
I literally didn't even know what it was, but I know that sometimes I do randomly take damage. So
Yeah.
I'm like, that's probably why.
Who knows?
After reviewing the mechanic in more detail, we agreed that this needed change. So now, projectile attacks immediately following a melee punish will account for boulder impacts, ensuring that if 2 projectiles land on the same tick, they'll always be of the same damage type. This means the damage can be avoided with the right prayer, though missing it will result in the full force of both hits, of course. We believe this change maintains the fight's challenge while ensuring its damage is more readable, avoidable, and no longer punishes you if you're fast.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Yeah.
As long as it's like, I don't know, it's still okay. The thing is, I just wish that there was a like an indicator.
I don't totally understand what they're saying, but they're making it sound like there's an indicator because they're saying it can be avoided with the right prayer.
Yeah, and the other one could be avoided too. It's just you had to know when to attack.
Mm-hmm.
This, I don't even. Let me know if you guys have done the fight. I haven't looked at the fight since this change, but it doesn't look like they've changed which is the safe melee tick or which is the safe punish tick, but it makes it seem like it's more avoidable than previous. Previously, it wasn't avoidable.
Yeah, I'm kind of, the wording's weird. I'd need to see it, but like, sounds good.
It seems like it still punishes you if you attack too early on ticks 1 and 2, but now it's avoidable.
But then it's also talking about range.
What do you mean?
It's talking about projectiles landing on the same tick.
Yeah, they would land on you on the same tick.
So what I'm just confused. I actually need to watch it. I think I'm not going to understand until I see it.
Yeah, anyways, let us know.
All I know is
let us know if
something
this
is
actually
better.
fixed the problem of you, because the main problem.
Let us know if we even know the problem.
The main problem for me is that if you attacked too early, you were punished for it.
It's the melee punish phase for a reason.
Yeah, not punishing you, but yeah. So I didn't like that. So let us know if this fixed that.
Yeah.
Particularly.
If that even, yeah, I don't know.
Something else that was fixed is some stuff from Summer Sweep Up that we've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah, it's like the end of summer now, basically. Just kidding. It's really hot today. Anyway, the kill count in Deranged Archaeologist collection log is now white. Sorry, it was orange for a while.
Yeah, gross. Also, they fixed a bug where the herb box, for some reason, said there was 10 herbs and there's actually 7.
Fix missing elemental weaknesses for various NPCs. So that's water to Nibblers and Inferno Bats, fire to Giant Scarab and Contact and Nightmare Zone, 25 fire to Jungle Demon and Monkey Madness, earth weakness to Skeletal Hellhounds and Search of Myrique, and added Demon Bane weakness to the following Nightmare Zone bosses: Bouncer, Jungle Demon, and Skeletal Hellhound.
Cool.
I didn't say all the percentages. I just kind of mixed some in.
That's fine. You deal more damage to them.
Yes.
Dying to the, and also if you have the twin flame staff, then
Even
you
better.
don't. Yeah, you could just go and it'll automatically do it for you.
Yeah.
Assuming you have the runes. Dying to the regular nightmare now respawns you next to Shura. It's similar to how Fasani's spawns you next to Fasani when you die.
Good. You can now use the Volatile Nightmare Staff special in Deadman without an autocast set.
And lastly, they actually implemented the changes that we talked about for tombs, where the scaling of drops now adjusts at 50 level intervals, 350, 400, 450, for example, instead of every 5.
No.
Or no, it's the
You got
opposite.
backwards.
It's the opposite. So previously it had those breakpoints that they changed for some reason, and now it does it every 5, because previously
They're like, those are really big gaps.
you could have done like a 395 and technically you're still getting the rewards from a 350.
No, that's annoying.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now it should work every 5 with a gradual drop off.
Good change.
Yeah.
Then we have some pull 84 changes. So hunter traps will now stack in the inventory.
They
you.
improved various hunting spots by adding more trap locations and rotating existing ones for a more efficient hunt.
Update the list of quest items that can be cleared from your bank by the Wise Old Man. That
That's
was nice.
nice, yeah.
Whenever I posted a short talking about how you could clear your bank, there was so much people commenting me like, well, he doesn't clear this.
True.
Also, watch what he clears, because apparently he does clear some stuff that you might want. I don't know what, though.
You can go get it back.
That's true.
They added a one-way level 74 zip line in Fossil Island from the tower to the small island. Just don't be
Yay.
too rough on the ropes. And a lot of people were taking this and getting trapped in the ocean.
No. What?
Yeah.
Like a bug?
Yeah. Like they would take it and then they would just appear next to the island in the ocean.
Oh, I wish I would have seen that.
I mean, you can see it. There's plenty of pictures. It's just
Well, I
people
wish I could have
standing on the water.
experienced it. With level 69 agility, you can now jump over some of the rocks found on top of the walls of Darkmire to access the Castle Draken Master Clue step. That one is super annoying. They're accessible by climbing the Darkmire wall shortcut and running northwest. You also can right-click the stash unit to jump back down should you need to. However, you cannot use the shortcut without completing Sins of the Father and without first unlocking the Darkmire wall shortcut with a long rope, which I think is like 3 ropes put together.
Yeah. Also, they added 2 new agility shortcuts to the Slayer Tower, one for level 18 and one for level 81 that takes you straight to the top of the tower.
We'll talk about that more soon. Some of the settings in the settings menu are now filtered based on account type. Additionally, there's now a button on the settings title. What is wrong with me? That allows you to show or hide settings you don't yet have the requirements for, which should make it a little easier.
Yeah. Also, the modify button on the GE offer status page has been changed from a right click to abort to a button of its own.
Added Grand Exchange set boxes for newer armor, including Blood Moon, Blue Moon, Eclipse Moon, Oathplate, Torva, Virtus, Swamp Bark, Blood Bark, Mixed Hide, Huicoatl, and the Dagannoth sets, which
All
I think are
3
like the
Dagannoth
rock
sets.
crab
Yeah, the
ones.
shell hide set and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yep. That's cool.
So more on that top floor Slayer requirement. So apparently, I don't remember. In the original blog, this level was a lot lower, but they realized that's a pretty serious time saver, and it would just be like the new shortcut.
Most
And it
importantly,
was really low.
It was a lower requirement than the other chain that didn't take you to the top
Spiky
floor.
chain, yeah. So it was like no one would even use that anymore. So they changed it up to 81 because it's pretty busted, to be honest. Our aim is to make these shortcuts feel like a satisfying reward for skill and effort while still easing that Slayer grind a bit.
It's nice because with this shortcut, it makes it so you don't have to bring the Slayer home.
That's so cool, actually.
Yeah.
Because there's a step up there for master clues that you have to get to.
True. Honestly, I would have just, I've never done this step, but if I were you, I would have just bought like 100 nose plugs.
I always just get a Slayer home.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm glad they changed that. Also, the next thing is banking consistency.
Which I think we mentioned.
We mentioned in the other post.
Oh, okay. I was so confused. I was like, this sounds so familiar.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the other post. So they're tidying up some of the UI features for trashing, banking, and stuff like that. But like I said, this feature just still doesn't exist super well for chambers for some reason. This is going to affect a lot of other things, not including chambers, like the Lunar Chest, Theater of Lead Tombs, Coliseum, Fishing Trawler, and the Wilderness Deadman loot keys.
Yeah, so it's going to be trash on the left and then bank all into and deposit all, or what's the third option?
Bank all and
Oh,
put in
bank
the bag.
inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah, putting inventory. Okay. There's also some more bank quality life changes that are going to be coming a bit later. So 2 of these changes did not yet arrive. The first is the looting bag deposit button upgrade, which will let you empty a bunch of containers straight into your bank, and a new empty option for the Shades of Morning coffin while you've got it in your inventory. These 2 are linked under the hood. So that's kind of what we were saying earlier about a lot of stuff is tied together, because it's like, why is the looting bag and Shades of Morning coffin linked together? Who knows? Their coding is kind of weird.
Yeah, no one knows.
But most importantly, Robert, we have other changes.
No, most importantly, it's weird that this poll is still not done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's still continuing to not be done.
Well, I mean, it's not as bad as the poll 76. That was way longer.
This is getting pretty long.
It's
On
getting
top
close.
of that, people brought up some good points.
Okay.
Like the Chambers point that I already mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, when are they actually adding the free pet reclamation?
Having it?
No.
Oh.
And Mod Rage, shout out to her for communication. It's not her fault, but she said it's not on the radar. There's
Oh,
there's no
no.
ETA, so maybe in the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, we could wait that long.
Yeah, obviously, we will wait that long. It's
We
not
don't have a
whether we want
choice.
to or not, but
Yeah.
also there's a bunch of Slayer changes that are still
Oh,
not.
I thought you meant, and I was like, I know, I went over them.
No, a bunch that we're still waiting for, which
Yeah.
is kind of weird that it's taking so
The
long.
never-ending poll.
I'm like, why even mention all this stuff if you're not ready to do it?
I don't know. I mean, I get that not everything's out at once. Just hopefully it doesn't take as long as that. Remember the Gardens of the Rift that took forever?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not as bad as that.
Yeah, hopefully. But also, I hope that Mod Goblin is back soon.
Yeah.
I feel like he does a really good job. Not that Mod Rage does a bad job. I'm just saying. I hope
I
he's
think
back
Mod
soon.
Reach is going to stay in that role.
Yeah, probably. But Goblin isn't like leaving his role.
They're both in the same role.
Yeah, he just.
Oh,
I think he's
gotcha.
just still taking time off.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they had the same role. I didn't know it.
I think so.
I have no idea. I thought it
Well-
was Mod Light and Mod Reach.
Light got
She's still there.
well, she got promoted to manager.
Oh.
She's she's a content manager, I think.
I need to
so
go
she does it less.
look at the Jagex LinkedIn and see what everyone's roles are. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whether or not Goblin is supposed to do it, he does it a lot anyways.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But anyways, we have some other changes. The most important part, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
besides all of the, quality of life blog stuff or poll stuff that they just still haven't done for some reason.
The first line is something that we just said about the banks, by the way.
Yeah. So they standardized the button controls for
Like we literally just
Lunar
said.
Top, TOA, Coliseum, and Deadman.
So all tradable Yama items can now be added to Death's Coffer.
I still think of that as one of the dumbest
I
changes.
know you do.
So stupid. I would actually like to talk to a mod or a dev on why they think that's a good idea.
They're just gonna be like, it's not up to me.
No, the devs, the people that made the choice.
Yeah. There's probably just like one person on the decision. I don't know.
It's dumb. They improved the dialogue for reclaiming ghostly robes. Now you can claim in multiple pieces without repeating the dialogue.
You can now disable the confirmation warning when clearing bushes or cacti farming spots. That can be done in your settings and warnings confirmations.
They also added a rowing and idle animation for Tall Teklan boat harvesting outside of Castori.
Update the Wilderness loot key interface to match the Deadman mode style.
And fixed an issue where certain tradable items could incorrectly fill collection log slots if sold and repurchased from the GE or from the general store rather.
That's pretty
and
funny.
it'll only be registered when you get it from the correct place.
Duke no longer remains poisoned from one fight to the next. Sorry.
They also fixed a bunch of terrain and object clipping issues with the new renderer, so hopefully things like trapdoors and cave entrances work better.
Redesign the item sets interface to let players toggle between viewing all or only those crouchable items currently in their inventory.
And they fixed a bug with the POH viewer on the official client and mobile. In some cases, certain features such as the topiary bushes or hotspots with edible staircases, editable, not edible.
I was wondering too. Edible states too, not even staircase.
Yeah,
You're
states.
just hungry.
States, yeah.
You said edible staircase.
This would cause the viewer to crash for some reason.
This is like my strange addiction. Do you
Yeah,
really
I like
want?
eating stairs.
Okay. Iclarin's hood now correctly displays your character's skin tone.
And this is another week where we have to remind you guys that they haven't put the Slayer hood in the game.
Well, yeah, they never said they're gonna.
I know, I'm just saying because that's a hood and the Slayer helm's also a hood.
True.
Or it could be.
It should be.
True.
We also have a community update. So there's more creator crafted merch. This one, I've actually seen this drawing. It's like a drawing. It's in Castle Wars, and there's just like tons of NPCs everywhere, and it's really cute. It's designed by artist Rue Ruperts. Is this in their official store? No, this is creator crafted. Never mind.
Yeah, I figured this must be a take on Where's Waldo?
No, it's actually different. I mean, you can look for people, I guess, but someone posted it and we're like, oh, there's like 11 runes. Can you see them all? Oh, there's also like pots on their desk that are glowing and look really cool.
Yeah.
And the next one is
Just
a player, just weed. The next one is a player fighting with Yama, and this one's by Amentos. So kind of cool. You can get 10% off your order if you use Castle Wars at checkout.
In all caps.
In all caps.
But that's it.
Yeah, we do have a decent amount of questions.
Easy
though.
blog. But we have many questions.
So the first one, I don't think I mentioned this last week, but I should have. James replied to the podcast, and I thought it was interesting, so I want to talk about it. So, going back to like skilling and how free to play can experience a bunch of skills. What if they did a dive into member skills? I don't know how they'd implement all, but maybe let some or all member skills minus sailing due to exploring be applicable within the free to play areas up to a level cap of 20. Gives players a look into these skills and maybe entices them to go members and level. Then free to play accounts won't have to worry about maxing a new skill either.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea. I actually think I recommended something like this before.
I think that maybe you said something like that last week, and I was like, oh, someone said something like that.
I don't
remember what I
said it a little while ago now.
It's
been weeks or months, but the reason I got that idea is because World of Warcraft does that.
Oh yeah, honestly, it seems like it'd be really good.
Yeah, it doesn't do that exact thing. In World of Warcraft, you have like limited interactions. Like you can't go to the auction house, the GE. You can't trade people. You can't mail stuff. You can do everything else though, essentially up to level 20.
Mm-hmm.
And that just lets you experience a lot more of the game than if they're like, you can do the first 5 quests.
I think that'd be nice, and I think that would have made me get members a lot faster.
Yeah.
So they'd get a lot more money.
I think potentially it would. I'm not so convinced on that anymore, just because like I was thinking about it and it's like, okay, what does agility give you that makes you want to do more?
Oh, you know what I was thinking is that exploring the map would make me want to.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
You're still locked to the same areas. You still can't do bosses. Like they would have to include bosses with Slayer, or that would suck. Early Slayer is the worst. That would make you quit faster, if anything.
I know.
Early Hunter, not super intriguing.
There's nothing there.
I had been thinking about it, and I'm all like,
I was thinking like thieving and stuff.
20 sounds like it might be a good idea for people that play the game, because then it's like, oh, you have access to these things, but it's like, one, you're still limited by area, and two, none of those things are really good early on. Like maybe herb lore might be. I don't know what potions you get at 20, but
well, I mean, it could just be exciting because people have never tried before and it's new. And being told you can't do this anymore,
I think
will make people want to do it.
Potentially if it was like a tiered system, because I see plenty of people get to like, let's just say, 32 quest points is the max you can get free to play, I'm pretty sure. Let's just say you get to 20, they're like, oh, you got to 20. Maybe you like this game. Maybe you might want to explore some members only benefits. Did you want to try out herb lore?
A free trial.
And they're like, and you're like, oh yeah, sure. And they're like, cool, we'll take you to this, would teleport you to the
Druidic
members only
ritual
area.
or whatever.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah, it's like the druid site or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like teleport you to this members only area and be like, you can explore a little bit. Here's the quest that would normally give you herb lore. If they did like some type of introductory thing like that to like kind of be like, oh, these are the things that since you already like the game could expand your horizons. And then it's like, oh, Slayer, it's like take you to a potential Slayer boss and be like, you can get a couple KC and be like, this is like.
I actually think more like you could go to a Slayer dungeon and mobs.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But like more introductory stuff like that where it's like, oh, look, there's these things. It's like
you actually see stuff.
Because if people are just like, all right, well, I guess there's Slayer stuff. What's the point of Slayer? Oh, I just have to kill mobs?
Yeah.
Like you don't understand that this unlocks bosses.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think if they did it a particular way, then it could work well.
Okay. I like that. I think it's a cool idea. I personally just think that it'd bring more people, because I think having people have it and then being like, just kidding, you can't have it anymore, will make them want it because we're like babies.
Yeah,
we want it more. Next question is from Smooth on Discord. Long questions are in advance. It's actually not that long at all.
Yeah, it's funny.
Anyone else feel that's weird how much Slayer revolves around Turiel? Meta players who are interested in Wildy Slayer are supposed to Turiel boost for points until like level 75, which takes a fairly long time and it's not fun. I did it to past 99, to be honest. And then when you're good on points, congrats. Now you go right back to him and start Turiel skipping until forever. Am I off base? Like, is it a good thing that a level 1 Slayer Master dominates the whole skill? Jagex must think so because the upcoming Slayer sweep up will buff him even more. It is kind of weird. It is kind of weird, but I don't know what they would do instead because you can't. It's the closest we get to choosing your task is Turiel skipping, and that's basically like you're just doing easy tasks to reset your streak over and over, and then going to Duradel or whoever after you finish that task. It's because it wouldn't be good to be able to choose your skill or choose your task because that was the thing in leagues, right?
Yeah, that was a thing in leagues.
Yeah, like I think that's too busted. Maybe they didn't like need to change either the skipping or the point boosting to just a different Slayer Master. It is weird they both cover him, but then at the same time, they need to be easy for these methods. They have to be an early one.
True.
I don't know what they could do instead, but it is, yeah, it's definitely kind of weird that that's a thing.
All right, I have a take on this.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
One,
delete every Slayer Master except for Turiel.
I think this is two-parter. One, I think there should be particular incentives in Slayer.
Okay.
Because currently the reason you do point boosting obviously is for points. And the reason Turiel is so used is because you want more XP, but also more points. Sure. I
don't think it's really related to XP at Turiel.
With Turiel skipping?
So Turiel skipping, I want to explain for anyone too that doesn't know. That's whenever this is. Oh no, I'm thinking point boosting.
I was like, that is literally the point of it.
I'm doing point boosting.
Yeah. So one is for XP, which I'll fix in the second half. The first is for points. Point boosting, obviously, it's in the name. So one, I think they should incentivize bossing more. It's already unlocking you a bunch of Slayer specific bosses, but I think it should be all like, oh, you got blue dragons? Cool, you can do blue dragons. Who cares? Do it however you want. AFK it. But if you do Vorkath, the blue dragon boss, you get significantly more points. Mm-hmm. Like we're talking like 4x. Like,
the tasks do take forever. I hate a Vorkath task.
Exactly. Like let's say normally you get 40 points, which is that's a pretty good amount. That means you've been doing Slayer for a while.
Usually you're only supposed to get 10 points from Duradel.
Yeah, exactly. So let's say you're doing 40 points or something. If you did 3x that, 120 points, that's a good amount of skips.
Where's the 40 points coming from in the beginning?
I don't know. I'm just making up a number.
Oh, okay. So it would just say real one. So start in 10 and it would be 40.
Okay, let's say it's 10.
That's what's throwing me off.
Yeah, let's say let's say it's 10 or whatever.
Okay.
It should be like 60. Like it should give you multiple skips. Because why would you not want to do that then? One, it's too long, so still you might want to AFK it. Sure, fine. But it gives you a much bigger reason to be like, all right, I'm going to go to this boss.
I think I have a different idea. Similar so that like, if you're like, oh, I have blue dragons, they recommend Vorkath to you, but they don't give you extra points because I do kind of get what they're doing now, which is you have a choice between boss or regular because do you want to make money and get uniques or do you want to have XP and be fast? Because I think that if you do a bunch of fast tasks, like it's more XP, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Than like Vorkath. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I kind of am okay with how it is. But
so you enjoy point boosting?
I don't mind point boosting. No, I don't.
That's crazy.
That's not what I meant.
That is insane.
I specifically meant I don't think that they should reward more points for bosses because a lot of people already do bosses. A lot of people do the Turiel skipping to get to bosses, not for XP.
They do it to get to particular bosses, sure.
Yeah. That's how STD got like 30,000 Serb was Turiel skipping.
But even then, that'd be the same as you're all like, all right, I have to do this like really dumb thing. That'd be like I have to craft like 5,000 ruby necklaces just so I can start crafting the nice necklaces. Yeah, like that would be dumb.
That's RuneScape.
That is dumb. It's not a good feedback system.
That's RuneScape. I think I just think everything in general should give slightly more points, which they are going to change some of them. But I don't think it should be that busted.
It's not busted. It takes like 7 hours to do a Blue Dragons task at Vorkath. Why would that not reward you multiple skips?
Some regular, I don't know. I don't want to argue it.
That's the point of the podcast.
But I disagree. Because it's just like, I don't care about the economy, but at the same time, then more uniques are going to come into the game if people are doing that for
Or
points, and then stuff will lose its value, right?
no, because you're assuming one that everyone wants the most XP and or the most money. So it's like one, if you want more XP, you're gonna do not the boss task.
Yeah.
Or if you want more AFK time, you're not gonna do the boss task. So there's still two better options that aren't money. Like you probably still wouldn't do Vorkath.
I just hate forecast.
Exactly,
This was a bad comparison.
exactly.
You should have done
Or-
the boss I like.
Or you would just skip the task.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not like you don't have any other option. It's not like it's so not if it was like 150 points, it's like all right, you kind of have to do the task.
Yeah. I don't
Even
know.
still, you don't have to, but
I
you
think
could.
40 is just a lot. I know it's just an example number. Maybe 20. I could settle at 20. Don't look at me.
That is
Don't look at
that
me.
is that just
Don't look
makes
at me.
no
You're
sense.
not 99 Slayer.
Okay. I'm sorry you had to suffer through that. Let me also go through that mile-long stretch of glass because you had to.
You know what I really regret though is that I was so focused on getting 99 Slayer. I was like, I'm just gonna work on bosses after. And now I'm doing Slayer bosses. I'm like, man, kind of wish I had these pets already. Like, damn, okay.
Well, anyways, that's what I was thinking about for points, which apparently is just perfectly fine doing boosting. But the other thing is the
Do you want me to
other
read
thing,
it?
which is
Oh, there's a second part to this question.
oh yeah, because there's
I thought you meant the next question.
point boosting and then this trail skipping. So that would kind of fix both of them. But the other point was I'm trying to remember it
So that's really to XP.
it is related to XP. Oh yeah, the second one is a hot take.
Oh God.
The first one I think is just straight up a good idea.
Sure.
The second one I definitely think is a hot take. I don't think you should be able to skip.
That is a hot take. I see where you're coming from. Disagree for selfish reasons because I
Sure.
want to skip.
I
But
think
it does.
I think they should lessen the pools of trash things that are assigned even more than they've already done and not be allowed to skip. Or maybe make the skips like more expensive or something.
So that's kind of like what they're doing with the tutorial skipping is you're not really skipping a task. So that actually kind of is doing what you're saying. You can't skip a task. So you go to Turiel and kill a bunch of cows and you completed a task. Wow, now you can go Dirtle. You know what I mean?
I guess I don't know what they're changing.
Well, they're not changing. I'm just saying like how it is right now.
Oh yeah, I was like, I don't,
Yeah, how they're doing it right now with Turiel skipping, because I don't think you've ever Turiel skipped, have you? I had never until recently.
You just go to trail and then you do the trash task.
Yeah, you do a trash task and he completely gets rid of all of your streak, which is really sad for me to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, you already have it kind of currently in game where you can't skip for free,
That's because you don't have points.
but you can basically skip. Yeah.
No, mine is my goal would be okay. There's an alternate version of this as well. The point of this would be to get people to go to places that they don't necessarily go to often. Like they're like, all right, you are, suffering at not Terrail, not Duradel, but you're at what's the guy under
Vanica?
Yeah, Vanica. He's like, all right, go Fire Giants. Typically you would skip that. But it's like
I didn't mind Fire Giants.
exactly. It's like, oh, one, that would put more players in Fire Giants, which would potentially like lead to not you like exploring or having a great adventure, but you doing stuff that you typically wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, because currently what it is there's people at five different enemies. Are you doing any of the other ones?
So
not unless you absolutely 100% have to.
Well, you were also kind of saying that they should make the pool smaller.
Slightly smaller.
Yeah. I was like, if you make it too small,
Well,
though,
currently
it's
it's like 15 things.
Yeah.
Like if you make it like 12 not so bad things, like if every one of them was black demons, that would suck. But
I think it could just be good if they just made skips a little bit cheaper.
well, yeah, my alternate one is that you still couldn't or that you could skip but make it cost more and make each subsequent boss give you significantly more points, because currently it's not a big difference.
Yeah. The thing is, whenever you get boss tasks, like they're usually in small groups. Like if you get a Vorkath task, you can just happen to go there during Blue Dragon.
Yeah.
So if you go and like do a regular boss task, you are getting a lot of points for how long you're there, because you're not there as long.
Yeah, I guess so. If you
Yeah.
get like the lower amount.
I'm struggling to put my senses together because I'm so hot right now.
It's not that hot.
I mean, I get really hot. Have you never noticed that?
You're right in front of the fan.
Have you never noticed me complaining about being hot?
You are in front of the
I
fan.
feel like my face is red.
It's not.
It's red.
Anyways, though, clearly I'm right. Michelle's wrong. Let us know what you guys think about Slayer and how bad of a skill it is. I think it is known it's not a very good skill, regardless.
I started liking it after 93. Next question.
It's not whether you like it or not. Let's calm down. It's about whether it's a good skill. You could like mining. It's a terrible skill, though.
My next question is for all of you listeners. Why has my right eye been like weirdly blurry for the past 2 hours? It's so annoying.
That's not good. Are you going blind?
No, it's not like blind. It's like
she's
blurry.
blind.
That's my face that I went blind. I'm gonna put eye drops in after we record this. Next question from Andrew. This has probably been asked before, but should pet renames be a thing? I sometimes catch myself giving in-game pets nicknames. Also, when you see Shanty 3, right? Or am I just going bonkaloinkers up in here? So two-part question. I think pet renames should be a thing, but also I don't know what to rename them. There's actually plugins that you can name your pets and it will like say it right above their names. And I'm not creative. People are like, oh, what'd you name your car and stuff? You know, people name their car. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to name my car.
That's weird.
I named Moose and Goose and you could see my creativity there. Their names are other animal names. Other animals.
Also, that was a combined effort.
Yeah, and Moose and Goose is actually kind of cute too. It fits their personalities. I think they should be a thing, but I don't know if I'd use them. And there's a plugin.
No, 100% no.
No? I do like the names that they
not.
choose, though. They're always like little puns.
Yeah, one, their names are already pretty good.
Except
and
for like
two,
Beaver.
I've seen some of the most demonic people's names in this game.
Yeah. I don't know if I trust
their name filtering system is on par with Black Desert. In Black Desert, I was able to name myself F-word God. That was the name of my character.
You named yourself that in a game?
Yeah, I was allowed to.
You're insane. Bizarre.
That is how close we are to that is preposterous.
Yeah, if you just spell it off, I'm sure you could have that name.
I'm sure you could easily get a version of that in this game. Yeah, no, that would be not
so just
good.
use the plugin for now.
Yeah.
Do we need to see Shanty 3? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a vibe, obviously.
Sure.
Come on. Right in time for... Oh, I could see them adding that with sailing. Any music track?
I could.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
But also, they can't just do... Because, okay, for example, Sea Shanty 2 is not very good.
I thought 2 was the one I liked more. I don't remember which one I liked more.
Is it Sea Shanty 2 or 1? One of them is like a copy of the popular one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like not.
I don't remember which one is the
good.
one I like. Yeah.
Like they copy parts of it and just make it worse.
Next question is from Matt on Discord. So, question for each of us. Michelle, was there a moment when you were closest to quitting OSRS? And Rob, was there a moment when you decided you weren't going to play anymore, or did it happen gradually? Also, at what moment since you stopped playing has your desire to start playing again been the biggest? Me first or you?
Go ahead.
I've never been close to quitting. To be honest.
Yeah.
I've had times where I won't play for like 2 weeks. This was like a long time ago before I started streaming, obviously. But I've never been close to quitting. The only time that I was like, or there's been a couple times where I wish I didn't like the game because I didn't want to play it. And that was one of the times was whenever Pride was canceled this year. And then all the hate that we got for standing up for it and seeing other people getting worse hate. That made me be like, man, kind of wish this wasn't the game I love so much. But nothing's made me actually close to quitting because I feel like we have a nice little community. So I'm like delusional and I just surround myself with people that I like.
True.
So that's enough to make me stay.
I 100% think it's based on your personality.
You're right.
I think if the game that we played first was Final Fantasy, you would think the same thing.
I think I'm very nostalgic. Like with Doctor Who, for the longest time, the Ninth Doctor is my favorite because he was the first Doctor I ever saw. And I was like, wow, I love him, even though he only got like 8 episodes.
I think it's your same exact methodology for jobs.
Oh, man. I've changed from that now a little bit. But I used to be like, start a job, guess I'm here till I die. Even when I worked retail, I was like, how can I stay here forever? Then when we worked together, I want to stay forever. But then I had that weird phase where I worked at the zoo, a candle place, and Costco and quit them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now in like the medical field.
The first 2 sucked.
Yeah.
And the third one was seasonal.
The medical field, like I'm really liking it. I'm like, what can I do to stay in this field? But that's a little different because it's not the same exact job. And
Sure.
it's actually a very good field to stay in.
Oh, cool.
Just stand
you don't
in
have
the
to
field.
defend yourself to me. But yeah, that's why I think if you
I'm just ride or
if you
die.
started playing World of Warcraft or like any other game, I think you would think the same thing.
I agree, to be honest. And that's why I can't play other MMOs.
Yeah, I was like, I
because
think
this is like my baby.
I think it would be your downfall if you played other MMOs seriously.
Yeah, I don't think I could. at this point while also
I
playing
don't
RuneScape. It's weird.
know. Was there a moment I decided I didn't want to play anymore? It was gradual.
It was definitely gradual.
Yeah, it's just every day, whenever you think about logging in and you think about logging in less, or you think, or you're not as excited, or there's other games you would just rather be, other things you would rather be doing. It's not the first thing you think of anymore.
Yeah.
That's what ended up happening, and why.
You fell out of love.
Yeah, kind of. It's just not like whenever I think about it, it doesn't spark joy.
Okay, Marie Kondo.
Yeah, it's not like I don't think about it and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let me go do that right now. It's more like that was cool. I can see how this could be cool, and then I think about playing the game and I'm like, that's not cool.
What I think, what I think in a weird way, and this is gonna sound mean, but it's not mean to you, is that I think us starting to make content made you like it less. Because now, before we weren't really involved with the community at all. Now, if anyone's doing anything crazy or like doxing someone, we see it and we're like, man, that's a bummer. Like,
True.
I don't know how much I want to play because of that. Because
Also,
I tell him
yeah,
everything horrible that I see people in the community do. I tell Robert, and he's like, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna get you to play the game again by doing this.
yeah.
And he keep it a secret.
I have like a really I don't even know what type of personality you would describe it as, but I'm extremely I've never met anyone like this actually. I'm extremely willing to
Cut
drop
off anything at any time.
to drop something if it misaligns with my values.
I mean, that's good. I think that you just have morals.
Like as soon as honestly, I was most thinking about coming back before like a lot of the like stuff where Jagex was like going back on their word, and then
For what? Pride?
well, no, just on updates and stuff like that,
Oh, yeah.
where they were like actually just lying to the community and then like pretending like and gaslighting the community as into like something that's like low-key never happened, or they just never addressed it again. And then the mod north thing, and I was like, okay, cool, I don't want to be associated with this game any more than I have to.
Yeah.
So like I was contemplating playing the game more whenever that wasn't a thing, but now that that's a thing, it's kind of like, one, I don't like a lot of the community, and I'm not that's fine.
He likes our little community.
Yeah, it's like I like
It's my fault
particular
because I
people.
tell him the bad things. And that's why every once in a while I'll be like, I need to tell you something cute that happened. Because I'm like, man, I need to stop telling you just the bad things. You're going to
True.
think everyone's awful. And most people aren't awful. Most
It's
people are
not-
really cool.
No, I was gonna say it's not unique to this game. I don't like the communities in most games. To be
Okay.
fair, there's extremely few communities I
I could
like.
already see angry like replies to this.
Yeah, it's fine. I like talking about games, which is why I'm
Yeah.
here. And I just happen to play RuneScape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to offer an alternate view on things, not to
It's like
give
a
you
little hippie.
the best idea of what's happening in RuneScape.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes nowadays my biggest like, oh, I want to play again is like thinking about certain small parts of the game that were fun.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like I said, then I'll think about it more like, oh, do I actually want to do that? And it's like usually no.
But thinking about sailing got you interested.
Thinking about sailing was kind of interesting, but also I'm like, oh, I don't want to do all the other stuff.
Yeah. The thing is with Robert, he's not going to never play again. Just no one knows when he's going to play or how long it's
Yeah,
going to
I'll probably play for leagues. Speaking of leagues, there's going to
Love
be
leagues.
they're adding leagues to RS3.
Oh,
They
wow. That's
announced
cool.
it. Yeah, like last week.
God, it's got to be crazy because isn't it already like crazy in RS3 as is?
Oh yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
going to be nuts.
Yeah.
I love leagues. He'll always play leagues.
Yeah, I'll probably play leagues. But yeah, I don't know if I'll. Also, it's unfortunate just because the combat has lost my interest.
Oh, yeah?
Like a lot of people come back because they're like, oh, it's really fun bossing. I kind of just don't have an interest in any parts of the combat anymore.
I wonder if you like the delve boss. It's pretty challenging.
I mean, maybe, but it's like
I don't know if you'd want challenging if you'd want more chill.
there's
There's
just
so much
not a
bosses you haven't
ton.
tried.
There's not enough going on for me to like. Not that things aren't difficult,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of boring. The combat is kind of boring.
I do. Okay. I know that this is like a thing people make fun of me because I say that grinding Inferno sounds boring and it's hard because people are like, how could it be boring if you think it's difficult? I'm like, something could be difficult and hard. And difficult and boring. I still stand by that. So that's fair.
Yeah, it's just not super engaging.
It's like it's hard and you're not having fun.
Yeah. Also, I kind of got tired of like the. It's funny. Someone asked me this the other day. I got kind of tired of like the metronomic nature of the combat,
Oh, the
where
little
you're just
the
like,
rhythm game aspect.
yeah, you're just counting to 4 over and over again typically.
I'm not. I'm just winging it. Honestly, when I pray for like offensives, I literally go off vibes.
Nice.
I'm like, this seems like it'd be right, and I try and see. Usually, it's good. Usually, my vibes are right.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's it.
there's one more question. That's
Oh,
not it.
we had to scroll down. We had to scroll down.
This is from Harger. So in Left 4 Dead, there was a game mode where you could play as a zombie against the humans. Do you think this concept could work in an OSRS minigame? Imagine playing as a team of trolls defending Trollheim from invading humans, or as apes defending your atoll. I would suggest a waiting room concept like Castle Wars, where you choose whether you want to be human or beast. Then when the countdown finishes and the game is ready to start, players spawn on one of 5 random maps, can add more layer if it's popular. Last thing, I know minigames are unpopular nowadays because of efficiency. There would need to be good rewards from this. Hear me out. I think that they could just add different instances for Castle Wars instead of adding a new minigame, because it kind of just sounds like Castle Wars, you know?
Yeah, kind of.
Or LMS or something. I think that they could just add more maps to one of the minigames that we have instead of introducing a new one, which would make people more interested. And you wouldn't even have to add new drops because people only go there for collection log slots, really.
Yeah, I guess so. I think it could be its own mini game. You don't know Left 4 Dead that well.
I own it, but I've never played it. No,
It's-
that's not true. I'm thinking Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think so. It's like a 20-plus-year-old game now. But I used to play it a bit whenever I was really young, and that game mode is interesting. There's a few other games I've played that have it, and it's usually called like Monster Combat or Monster Collector or Monster Creator, something like that. And it would be cool if it was like Left 4 Dead. You don't know Left 4 Dead, but the 4 zombies you can play as, like there's a bunch of regular zombies.
Yeah.
The 4 you can play as
The
are
main characters.
they're different. They have unique abilities.
Cute.
So there's one that can like spit at you. There's one that can grab you. There's one that can like knock you down, and there's like a Hulk one that is giant. And then the scariest one is the witch.
Ooh.
Because when you
Wait. Does she start crying when you go near her?
yeah, that's
I
actually
played Left 4 Dead at my brother's house when I was a
yeah,
kid.
that's how you know where
It
she
was
is.
so creepy.
Yeah.
I should play that game.
It's a little girl crying, and that's how you know where she is.
I remember, oh my gosh, because I was like staying with them. Oh, that was creepy.
Yeah.
I was really little too.
Yeah, so if it was like that, it'd be cool, because if it wasn't, then it would just be like 4v4 type of thing, which is kind of lame. But if it was like, 20 versus 4, that would be kind of cool, where like the 4 are really strong.
Yeah.
That would be kind of interesting. I don't know if it would be its whole own mini game, or maybe just, I think like a seasonal thing just to test the waters would be cool to see if people
Someone
like it.
incorporate it in leagues.
Yeah.
Like the bosses are weird.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Like,
Okay.
like
Someone brought up combining bosses. They could just have tag team bosses.
they could just make little versions of bosses, like, like the tank kind of thing is like garage door, and then the witch is like nightmare,
Yeah.
and then it's like weird stuff like that.
Okay. I could see that.
I think that would be kind of cool. Obviously, it would be a direct rip from the game, so maybe they would have to change it
Yeah,
up.
you'd have to
but
mix it up for sure.
I could see something like that happening, and the rewards would just be collection log stuff, I think.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
More creative than mine. I still do like the idea of just new maps for the same
The thing
games.
that's tough about that is if they allow it to be PvP, essentially, it would die without player interest,
Yeah.
which is actually a big concern in the other game. Is it Dead by Daylight?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Dead by Daylight is a game just like this, where it's a killer versus 4 players running away from it. And it's a really, not a super big problem, but there's a very stark difference between the amount of players that want to survive versus hunt.
Oh, I heard that everyone wants to be the one hunting, right?
No one wants to be the one hunting.
Oh, yeah, because it's 4 against 1.
Yeah, it's 4 against 1. So it's actually really difficult to be a hunter. It's like the queues for hunters like immediate last time I saw.
Wow.
But like for players, you have to wait.
I should play that sometime.
So it's interesting, but also difficult, because you'd have to somehow incentivize it enough that it wouldn't die.
Make every role seem fun.
Or it would just be like the arena right now, which is like it takes forever to get a match because no one does the arena because there's no reason to.
Castle War still has groups, though.
Meh.
Just saying. Just saying. That's it for the Q&A though.
Yeah, that is. Thanks for all the questions. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
But if you enjoyed this episode and want to hear more questions or give us some of your own, make sure to go to our socials.
Our TikTok and Twitter are Bunebape OSRS. Our Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and Blue Sky, and Patreon are all Bunebape. I stream 4 days a week at twitch.tv/Bunebape and on YouTube. And if you want to support us on Patreon, your name will go at the end of the episode and we'll get a shout out. Thanks again, Matt. At the end there and in the beginning, whatever. That's patreon.com/Bunebape, I believe, or down in the description.
Yeah.
And you get a cute badge on Discord. Again, Swift, if you join, let us know so I could give it to you.
So that's going to be it. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. And if you did, we'll see you all
Very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.